Sterling, you said when we asked what you've done for work, you started off being a male companion. Okay, so walk us through that. Meaning, women were paying you to kind of be the man in their life.
Yeah, it's actually really, really high earning women.
That's
too.
what I assumed.
Like multi-millionaires.
Of course.
Paying me.
So what was your experience with very wealthy women paying you to be a companion? And then go deeper there, meaning, are they even attractive? Would you actually hit it if they weren't paying you? Like, walk us through that. I don't know if there's anybody that's getting paid by women to do anything like that. So what your story is very unique. So I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, what you found is that a lot of these women are very, very lonely. So imagine, okay, women in their mid-30s, generally, earning, multiple six figures and up.
Mid-30s?
Yeah.
So I went directly to, like, woman who's 60 years old.
Nope.
I don't know why I did that.
Nope, mid-30s.
Mid-30s?
Yep.
Okay.
And
did you guys also go older women, or where'd you go mentally when you said he was a companion?
I knew he was going to say that.
I thought mid-30s was the accurate.
I
really?
thought that, yeah.
Because you're still at the point where you desire it physically, but,
Did you also think that, Natalia? When he said male companion, what age did you think?
I would say like late 30s, 40s.
Okay. Got it. I went way older. I went like sugar mama kind of a thing.
That makes sense.
Go on, sir.
Yeah.
Go on,
I mean,
sir.
they would go a little bit higher.
Yeah,
but,
like
but
40s,
the
50s.
average was like mid-30s. And because they're getting to a point, right? They're typically like career women or entrepreneurial women. And they're getting to a point where the kind of guy they want to be in a relationship with, the kind of guy that they want to take them out on a date, he ain't interested in them.
Of course.
That's basically their peer.
And did they understand why he's not interested? Did they elaborate on that?
No, I don't think they do.
They don't.
But they understand that they can't get him, and so I'm there to fill in that fantasy.
Is it because of their age? Is it because of their looks? Is it because of the concept of hypergamy? That, like, if you're making $250,000 or $500,000 a year as a woman, you're only going to mess with a guy that makes equal to you or more than you. And the dating pool shrinks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, only 10% of America makes more than $150,000.
Yeah. She wants a guy that's on her level, but that guy that's on her level doesn't want her.
And the guy that's on her level, let's say he's making $500,000 a year, he doesn't care about your money. He just wants a young, hot girl.
Bingo.
Exactly.
Bingo.
Yep. He's going for like the 18, 19-year-old secretary or whatever.
Yeah.
And that leaves her option, like, because she ain't willing to go down.
Yeah,
right?
She's not...
and go down financially, right? So she's
like, let me clarify that. They're willing to go down, just not financially.
Right. So she's like, okay, well, they still have this craving, this urge, this desire, this need for that companionship and that love. They want to feel beautiful again.
Of course.
They want to feel like they did when they were 20.
Yeah.
And so I come in, I fulfill that role. I'm that guy that they're fantasizing about, right?
Wow.
And she understands that it's a transactionary thing.
Yes.
But she's able to suspend that disbelief for an evening, so she can indulge in that fantasy.
Is it usually just an evening? Is it longer than that? Is it a full-on relationship at some point?
Yeah, it could be a weekend away at a skiing trip. I've had that happen before. They've taken me to New Zealand and we go on a skiing trip together for a whole weekend, or it'll be a kind of a relationship over several times.
They take you to New Zealand.
So you're a
Mind
sugar
is getting
baby.
blown over here.
You're a sugar baby.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Like at that time. I did that for
And do they
4 years.
always expect sex?
It's kind of implied, but it's not really 90% of the interaction is not about the sex, really. It's mostly like whining and dining them at dinner, having conversation, asking them questions, being genuinely curious,
being present
about them, being present, right?
But they pay the bill?
Yeah, they pay the bill.
Oh my god.
So when dinner comes, we could stay here all day long.
Makes sense.
Bill comes. I'm very clear to gentlemen out there. Like, listen, anything to do with going out, dinner, drinks, you have to pay the bill.
I agree.
Okay?
I agree.
Okay. Unless you're in a circumstance like this.
A very unique circumstance.
Does that ever break the fantasy? Does that ever kind of like...
Not really.
Or do they know before they even get that?
They know beforehand.
Okay.
And it's all, and one of the big things I kind of picked up on, because I was doing this when I was like 25 till I was like 29.
Wow.
That was kind of my age gap when I was doing it. And what I really clocked onto really quickly was that I had to be super aware of not overreacting to the price of things on the menu. Like, I'm like...
Especially when you're
Makes sense.
mid-20s when you didn't have a lot of money, you're saying?
Yeah, bingo. So I
Got it.
didn't have the money I have now. And so, like, I'm looking at, like, oh, it's like caviar or this bottle of wine or whatever. I'm sitting like, God damn, that's expensive.
Right.
But I've got to play it cool and not react that way when the bill comes or when we're ordering things.
I do this all the time.
Yeah,
James Bond
exactly.
style.
Exactly.
You got to be James Bond in that one.
And that, like, a really great example, when I went on this skiing trip with this Chinese millionaire, we were walking around the town or whatever. She went into this jewelry store and she bought this pair of earrings. And the pair of earrings cost like twice as much as she'd paid me for the entire weekend.
Wow.
And I had to play that off. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, mother, I should
paid
I
me
should
more.
charge more.
And how do you negotiate the rate with these women?
I mean, we in Australia, this sort of thing's legal or decriminalized, I should say. So we have like forums where we can advertise our rates and our services and things. And,
Wow.
And for like longer trips, you sort of negotiate a price with the client.
Do you still do that anymore?
I don't do that anymore because that's illegal in America.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. And was there a point where you're like, all right, I've had enough? Was it like a bad experience, or was it like, all right, I've made my money? Was it like, I feel degraded, these women don't respect me?
Did you start liking it?
You're a piece of meat, Australian,
man,
meat.
Like I'm a piece of. I signed up for being a piece of meat. Like it's not me. I never felt disrespected, and they're always fantastic. They were always lovely. It got to the point really. I transitioned into porn because I just had this burning desire to do that. I'd always wanted to see if I could be a porn star.
Got it.